Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will be working on how we can deploy the cube or process the cube in the background. This is important because up till now we are processing the cube here in Visual Studio, and we click on process and then process the cube. But in the production environment, nobody is going to have a Visual Studio. So how we can process the cube in production environment? Do that, we will go into our SQL Server Management Studio, and first we will connect our database, and then we will connect our analysis server, and that's fine. So now, if we want to process the cube in the production environment, one thing is we need to right click on the cube, and we will click process, and when we click process and click ok, the same thing will pop up as it pops up on Visual Studio, and it's processed and click ok. But uh, this is a manual way of doing things. What if we want to automate the processing of the cube? Because when something changes in the database, it's not reflect in the cube as long as we do not process the cube. So in order to do that, what we need to do, let me zoom in for you. We will do it by using a Server agent. Currently, it has a small red sign, which means it's not started. So in order to start the SQL Server agent, we will right click and click on start. Yes. So our SQL Server agent is started. We will click on the, sorry, before how we set up our SQL Server agent, one thing is if I go here and process, here you see a small window, this window. So in SQL, everything is a script or a query. Everything on the back end is a command, a set of commands which happen. If we want to see that, what we need to do, we will click on the script and just click on the script and click cancel. This thing is which is executing when we process this cube in the background, and this thing is a language called XML. A for administrative rights. Generally, the language is XMLA. So you don't need to learn XMLA. You just copy this command, and you go into your SQL Server agent and click on the new job. When you click on the new job, you have to give it a name. Let's name it cube processing. And second step is you go into steps, and in steps you will define what you need to do. So currently we don't have any steps. Click on new. As we click on the new, the step name is processing, and the type of the script will be SQL Server Analysis Service command. Don't select the query because the analysis server services query will be MDX in MDX language. So this is a command. We will click on the command, and our server name is Nasir. sorry, and click. In the next step, what will be the schedule? So currently we don't have any schedule. Click on the new, and every minute we have to name schedule. So occurs daily, occurs every 1 minute, and click OK. So to check what we need to do, we will refresh it. We have a few processing, and let's start the job and see everything is working or not. So currently we are getting an error. So what is the error? We will see. Click, right click, and here uh, on the job you will right click and click on the view history, and in view history this job ran, and if I click on this and see the error, and the error is does not have a permission to process the maintenance object or the other object. Okay, currently we don't have any you can say permission to process the cube. We will close this one. So the permissions for the cube are inside your analysis server, and in database your cube. We will click on the cube, and inside the role we will click. Uh, Let me get the name of the instance which is executing this job, and that is anti-services SQL server. Again, I will copy this one and close this one. Inside the rows, I will right click and click on the new row. It's good that we receive error. Mm, mm, right. Membership. So we click on add, and here we will paste that. Okay. Now, so our roles are set now. Hopefully, our job should be succeed now. Right? And yes, our job is successful. So let's say, let me go into the cube and maintenance. Let me browse the cube. If I browse here, and the amount will be 8900. So let's change something in our table. That table. Uh, rows, and let's say it was 8910. I will increase it to 1000. Fourth. So go back to the browse and finish. Name is let me again open it. from the cube browser, and here I will click now, and you see 1000, our amount is increased by 1000. So our job is running at the background, and this is how you will process the cube in the production environment. Hope you understand. So hope you understand everything which is being told here, and you understood how we can process the cube in the production and automate the process. Uh, I select 1 minute. This can be in the night or every week or every 15 days, depending on your requirements. That's all for this video. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Keep watching the videos.